Subscribe to Master J and turn on all notifications, so you won't miss any of his fired NBA videos.
Reacting to the top 10 underrated players heading into the 2022 season. And yes, I know this is my first ever reaction video, and I'm probably gonna have another one on the top 10 overrated players heading to the 2022 NBA season. And the reason I'm doing this because I just can't keep it a secret. I want to express what I feel about this video. I just feel like some of this players in this list are controversial, and yeah, so I'm gonna also have an overrated, and I think that's it. I'm not gonna have any other reaction unless there's another one where I just can't keep it a secret. But this is made by my boy Krishna, 190 subscribers. I think he has a lot of potential. He grew a lot, especially his editing. Love it. I think he can have potential to be in the tier of Mike Corazemba and Hoops and those kind of YouTubers. So please check his channel out. I'm gonna link that in my description. Make sure you check that out, and when you subscribe him, make sure you subscribe to me as well. I think we both are trying to grow our channel. Hopefully it'll be promising. But anyway, Krishna, if you're watching this, let me know in the comment down below what do you think about this reaction. And if you don't want your video being on YouTube on a different platform being reacted, it's alright. We can work out a solution, or I'll just delete the video if you're not alright with this. But anyway, let's get to the video.
What's up everyone, it's your boy Krishna back with another NBA video. Today is going to be the start of a mini-series on my channel, which I'm going to be continuing for the next 2 videos. So basically, there will be 3 videos in this mini-series.
Oh, and also, I think some of these players who are underrated, I think some are overrated. So I'm going to explain that later in this video.
That I make. The first video is this one, top 10 most underrated NBA players heading into the NBA next season.
Fire.
The second will be top 10 overrated NBA players heading into the next season.
Man.
And the third and final video in this mini-series will be revealed in the next video. So if you haven't already, then subscribe right now so you don't miss out this mini-series at all, because I'll tell you right now, it's going to be a banger. The video idea for the first 2 videos has been brought by the legend himself, Jackie Chen.
Oh, that's my first account, man. I'm not going to be you don't need to check that out, man. I don't upload that channel anymore. It's this channel uploading Master J. So yeah, check this one out. Don't check that. I don't upload anything there anymore.
The greatest, the undefeatable Jackie Chen. So shout out to him for the video idea. All you have to do for your videos to be featured into...
Yes, I'm the one who suggested this video.
Video ideas, excuse me, to be featured into a video, is just comment. That's it. Just subscribing and liking the video would help, but commenting is the main thing. I've also noticed that about 93% of you watching my videos aren't even subscribed. Seriously guys, come on, subscribe to the channel, or else I won't know that you love my content, and YouTube won't know either, and my channel won't get promoted. There's a lot of butterfly effect in this, so subscribe, please. Anyways, getting to the video, we have number 10, and the 10th most underrated NBA player going into next season will be Myles Turner. Turner is a 16 points per game and underrated NBA player going into next season will be Myles Turner. Turner is a 16 points per game and 8 rebounds type player per 36 minutes throughout his entire career, but has yet to be an all-star. And forget all-star, that's a very big statement. He has yet to receive any recognition for his play at all. He can shoot the ball decently for a big man and gets the rebounds as well. Assists are his only downside, but that's for almost every center besides Nicole.
The only reason why everyone is thinking he's underrated because they aren't appreciating him at Indiana. I get it, he's not making a lot of noise there, but like the thing is, he and Domantas Sabonis, a lot of people say, are starting centers. I think they work out fine. It's just they're not the same starting center. One can shoot, one can do other stuff.
Jokic. This guy is a good player, and giving him more minutes would surely improve the team and his individual stats for all those people who do rely on stats to represent a player as good or not. At number 9, we have his teammate Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah,
Sabonis has had the best season of his career last year, and guess what?
I see in the comments down here, if you check the comments, someone said that Sabonis is overrated. He's already a 2-time All-Star. Nah, I think that he should have made, he made the All-Star. Yes, that is what I agree on. And I think he should make more.
the noses of most NBA fans because we were worrying about Kevin Durant's feet not being small.
What? Oh my god, I remember that moment. If his feet was just 2 feet away from the 3-point, they would have won the game, basically.
Domantas Sabonis has been a solid player for this Pacers team for a while now, and just an extra star type player like Bradley Beal, who's currently in trade talks a lot, can help this team elevate to the next level.
Sabonis is a first option, maybe a second option.
Number 8 is Malcolm Brogdon of the Indiana Pacers once again. Man, the Pacers whole squad is literally underrated, huh?
Also underrated, but
Brogdon is one of 9 players to be part of the 50-40-90 club, and he's in great company. The other 8 are Stephen Curry, Larry Bird, Kyrie Irving, Steve Nash, Mark Price, Dirk Nowitzki, Reggie Miller, and Kevin Durant. Dang. Like Sabonis, Brogdon,
Malcolm Brogdon, or Myles Turner, who's going to get traded next season. I just don't think one of these players will fit on the team with all of them on the floor. So maybe Brogdon out, but I think it's Myles who's going to have to get traded.
Has had the best season of his career, and just like that,
so
it went right under the radar. This time because Trae Young was balding.
Oh my god. I don't get this. I mean the hairline, but still.
And they seem to have good players, but this team just... And I don't know what...
Oh, there's that. Oh, that's what the fans are saying. Oh.
And I don't know what it is about this Pacers team, man. They seem to have good players, but this team just doesn't work out in the end. It's not even because of bad team chemistry or anything. It just doesn't work out.
I think it's the injuries mostly, man. The injuries and the chemistry here.
I guess it's just that all the other teams in the NBA are better, which most
Krishna, it's the injuries and the chemistry. I mean, it's a great team on paper, but chemistry and injuries. And I think this year they actually found their coach to put this all together, Rick Carlisle. Big fan of his game, and especially in Dallas.
Are better, but anyways, they should be a playoff team at least.
I don't think they're making the playoffs next year unless everyone stays healthy.
Number 7 on the list is Terry Rozier. Since the arrival of LaMelo Ball, Rozier has been getting...
I'd have him at number 10, actually, man. I don't think at number 7.
Some recognition because LaMelo is on his team, but otherwise this guy is a great second option on a championship contending team, in my opinion.
Great second option? Wow, that's a bold statement. I think he would be like a really good role player on a championship team, like the 3rd or 4th man. Second option? That's a little stretch, man. I mean, if he could work out his game, yeah, sure. But, second option. I mean, this guy, he was scary Terry, yeah, right? But, this guy isn't Klay Thompson. He isn't, I don't know, Kristaps Porzingis. I can't think of too much in my head right now. Or Paul George.
I've been high on him ever since Kyrie got injured with the Celtics in the playoffs, and he was a starting point guard for them and hit a lot of clutch buckets, although the Celtics ended up losing. This year, Rozier...
This guy isn't underrated, man. I'm not underrated, underpaid. Overpaid. People say that he was overpaid. This guy isn't overpaid, man. He's paid fine. He lived up to it. The second he went to the Charlotte Hornets, I saw the money. I'm like, he's going to live up to it, especially without Kemba. He was going to fill in the guy's shoes.
Knocked down 39% from downtown while scoring about 20 points per game. We have Dylan Brooks. Brooks is a good offensive player, but defense is...
no one's looking at this guy. I mean, you saw in the playoffs, 25 points. I get it, the Grizzlies lost in 5 games, and the team wasn't that great. So, of course, someone has to step up, but, a great third option right there. Great third option. I don't know why no one's noticing it.
Where he strives. In the play-in tournament, he somewhat locked up Stephen Curry, although Curry still scored 39. Without Brooks guarding him, he might have had a 60-point game the way he was looking. For nerds, here are his stats from last season. 17 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Not too shabby on the paper, but like I said, stats aren't everything. He helped the Grizzlies make the playoffs. What more do you need for me to tell you that he's underrated a lot?
Third championship option. Fifth, you got...
Number 5 on this list is De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I haven't.
Fox might be ranked too high for some of y'all who think his talents are just speed and he's just a fast player. That's why he's doing a little bit great in the NBA. But there's much more to his game than speed. Speed might be his best quality, but not his only one. There's a huge difference. Let me give you an example.
Bro, I think this guy should be on the dunk contest, man.
I've heard lots of people say that Stephen Curry is just a shooter. Just a shooter. That's incorrect by a whole
Yeah, I saw the draft comparisons back in the day. They were like Kyle Korver, Nick Young. What the heck, man?
another level. And that same thing applies to De'Aaron Fox. Fox is a beast going downhill and is
Yeah, some people said when he got drafted, people said he was a Russell Westbrook, but just with speed. That's it. No other features that comes along with it.
in the rim, but he's also a good playmaker, a good scorer, and overall a good team player looking to get his teammates involved. Fox has been improving in all of his 4 seasons in the NBA. He went from an 11-point per game scorer in his rookie year to 17 points per game the next year to 21 points per game the following year to finally 20.
Yeah, but I don't think he's a #1 option, man. If he was a #1 option, he would have showed that by now. Like, you know, win the team, desperate games, clutch moments. Didn't see any of that at the moment. Maybe, but right now I'm not seeing that.
5 points per game last year. That's not slow improvement. That improvement is fast, like Fox himself. That's why I think he's at number 5 for most underrated, but he can go 1 or 2 spots below and maybe be in.
Let's move on. We're looking at
Number 4 on the list is
Nah. I'm not getting enough DeRozan, man. This guy is overrated. I don't know why everyone is saying this guy's underrated. I mean, in San Antonio, he was on that year. It was really great, but like he is getting paid $27 million, like a first option or a second option. He's getting paid like the same money amount of James Harden or Nikola Jokic, man. They're getting paid the same amount of money. This guy can't play defense. I mean, he's a great playmaker, can't shoot threes. And the Bulls, I think they're going to grab the 6 or 7 seed, man. DeRozan isn't going to help this team out. I mean, the Raptors, if he was a number or a second option, he would have led the Raptors to the finals or maybe win a championship something. He didn't even do that. Kawhi was able to do it with the same roster, literally. So that just proved that DeRozan isn't that guy. I'd say he has a third option, but not a first or second. He is an overrated, man. Overrated.
DeMar DeRozan.
I actually have him second, next to Ben Simmons for most overrated players. No disrespect to him. I love his game, but like this man is getting more hype than ever, especially getting overpaid by the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls are like doing what the Knicks are doing, but like that's a whole different video. I'm not gonna talk about the Knicks every day, but like let's just
has now started to get some love ever since joining the Bulls for some reason, but
that's just overrated. The fans are just loving DeRozan for some reason.
That he just wasn't talked about enough. The 3-point line is where he's not the best pointers and is much. At number 3, we have one of the best big men in the NBA right now, but still not underappreciated. Excuse me. It's Jonas Valanciunas.
The only reason he's not being appreciated enough because it's like he's not fitting that modern NBA center. But like the thing is, I think he does fit that modern NBA center, and he is underrated. But because people are saying he's not a floor spacing center when he went to New Orleans, he is a floor spacing center. Maybe not back then, but now he is. He could space that floor and not clog the paint like Steven Adams did, so Zion Williamson could get to the paint.
Valanciunas averaged 17 points per game and 12.5 rebounds last season, but had multiple games with over 20 points. He's one of the best big men scorers from outside.
But sometimes he just looks overrated sometimes. People are hyping him up like he's Nikola Jokic or something.
The league, and has been for a minute now, but like
Clint Capela. There we go, Clint Capela. He's rated fine though. Actually, people are saying stuff that he deserves. They're not saying he's underrated or overrated. I think he is at that fine level. Defensive Player of the Year candidate, definitely. I loved Capela, especially at Houston, but like at Atlanta, I think Capela is going to be a big contributor on defense there, especially.
I mean, Capela is a better player than Valanciunas by any means.
I think he would make an all-star in the future. I think in this year he would have made an all-star, but like if he could just get a little more numbers, like 18 points at least, then he would have probably wouldn't have been an all-star. And if the Hawks were like the 4th seed or something.
This means that he's more underrated. He was a big factor for the Hawks for being so good in the playoffs, although the numbers don't show the whole story. People didn't expect him to do so well after leaving.
Yeah, not everything on the box scores tells the whole story, so just don't judge a player just on box scores, man. I used to do that, and that was a huge mistake.
James Harden and the Rockets, who would provide Capela for a lot of pick-and-roll dunks, but he proved them wrong and has played extremely well for the Hawks so far, especially... And at number 1, the most underrated player in the whole league is Collin Sexton.
Collin Sexton. I mean, I thought he was underrated at one point, but like, he's overrated, man. He is overrated. Everyone is talking this man up like he's Russell Westbrook. I mean, like, people saying that this guy was Russell Westbrook or something. But like, he can't play make. He can't shoot. I mean, he could shoot. He got better threes. I think he's just the next Gilbert Arenas, basically. He's just a pure scorer. I think he's just Gilbert Arenas, man. A point guard who's going to score you 28 points every night. His efficiency is getting better. I'm liking what I see, but he's a point guard that can't play make. His three-point shooting wasn't that great actually before, but now it's getting better. He's a ball hogger. Really with like a really high usage rate, basically a James Harden level usage rate, and I think he can be a great player, but like just not as a number 1 option. A number 2, but like not a number 1. A player like that just can't be a number 1.
Sexton has
seen it in NBA history before.
Quick rise to all-star level production, averaging 24.3 points per game last year, but obviously he didn't make the all-star team. But
like, he's a point guard with half of a skill of a point guard.
Shooting 50%.
And again, this is not me hating on Collin Sexton.
50% from the field and 40% from 3. That's all NBA type production, not even talking about all-star.
He's overrated,
the main reason why I think he's so underrated is because he plays for a small market Cleveland Cavaliers team that hasn't been relevant ever since LeBron left. The honorable mention for this video is actually Isaiah Thomas. He isn't technically in the NBA, but he is. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, this guy dropped 80 points, man. 80 points at the NBA recruiting league. I'm not too sure if he's underrated or overrated right now, because last game we saw him was at New Orleans, where he wasn't that great. So, but there was huge hype about him. So I do not want to say he's underrated or overrated. I'm not gonna rate him at all. But one of my favorite players in the NBA, I have like my top 3 favorite NBA players right now to watch is Stephen Curry. I have Eric Pascal and Isaiah Thomas. Yes, that was a heartbreaking move when I heard that Eric Pascal was going to the Utah Jazz. It really hurt. I think he was a key piece to the Warriors' future.
But if you follow the league, you know what I'm talking about. No team is willing to give him a chance for some reason. It's like what happened.
I think the Warriors should strongly consider get Thomas, man. I mean, he's definitely not better than Chris Chiozza. I mean, I don't know why they signed him, man. I mean, is it that crazy lob to Durant or something? I mean, that isn't it, man. They shouldn't do that.
But to Carmelo in 2019. MVP voting in 26, 13 points.
That's the first time they didn't double him off the for 2, 3. Pressure on the pass.
And that's it. Is that it?
Isaiah looking to answer with a 3 and does.
Anyway, guys, that is it for today. That is it. But anyway, subscribe to me, Krishna. It'll be in the link in the description below. But anyway, this is me, Master J. Peace out.
Every brother is caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.